The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Some Sadducees, those who deny there is a resurrection, came forward and put this question to Jesus, saying, "Teacher, Moses wrote for us, if someone's brothers die, leaving a wife with no child, his brother must take the wife and raise up descendant for his brother. Now there were 7 brothers. The first married a woman, but died childless. Then the second and the third married her. And likewise, all the 7 died childless. Finally, the woman also died. Now, at the resurrection, whose wife that woman be? For all 7 has been married to her." Jesus said to them, "The children of this age marry and remarry, but those who are deemed worthy to attain to the coming age and at the resurrection of the dead neither marry nor are given in marriage. They can no longer die. They are all like angels, and they are the children of God, because they are the one who will rise. Then the dead will rise. Even Moses made known in this passage about the bush, when God called out, 'Lord, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. It is he not of the dead, but of the living, but to him all are alive.'" The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Good morning. That's an easy answer, right? Good morning, Father. Good morning, Father. Well, today it is Sunday, and it is a day that the church marks as the day of the resurrection. It is a day that we celebrate the resurrection of the Lord. He dies on a Friday, right? Midday, getting close to 3 p.m., passes the Friday, passes the Saturday, and at the beginning of the Sunday, the third day, he rised again. And I bring that to memory because the readings that we're having today, they are all related to that mystery, the mystery of resurrection, coming back to life. In the first reading will present to us the attitude of the people who know where are they going. I like to say it like that. They know where are they going. So when people, they have that clear in life, it is easy to make choices. It is easier because you know what are the choices that you need to make in order to get to that point. Even in life, you organize, for example, a trip. You organize all the details because you are heading, for example, to one of the parks of Orlando. So we need this luggage, we need gas, we need this car, not the other, we need these clothes. We prepare all in order to get to that point. The first reading is presenting 7 brothers that they go to death. They go to torture and death. And a king, that it's a villain, it is an evil people, he's trying to make them break the laws of the Jewish of that time. So you will eat pork, right? They had a law that we don't touch impure animals. So if you don't eat that, I will kill you. The reading is telling the answer of every single one of those brothers, telling, we know where are we going. We're heading to resurrection. Instead for you, it will be a resurrection of death. But for us, will be a resurrection of life. A first reading. That is very tough, by the way, because killing people just to make them say something or change something, how could it be? But well, that was the reality of those times. The second reading, then, it is telling how to handle life in order to go to the resurrection. Raining? Yes, it sounds, right? Good. Okay, so what are we talking? We are saying first reading, that is marking the people who know where they are going. The second reading with Paul, it is presenting how to make sure of that, how to strengthen yourself in order to know that path back to God. So Paul, it is telling that with the grace of Jesus Christ, may your heart be strength in order to go to the resurrection. So Paul is marking that in our heart, it resides a power to give strength to our decisions. And check that out. We handle our life in many of our decisions with feelings. Yes or no? I feel that I don't like you, so I don't talk to you. I feel that I love this, so I go to that point. And feelings, they could be dangerous. They could be a little bit complicated if we are not prepared to handle those. Straight to me, not to poor George. I saw all your eyes watching at the poor lamp. Concentrating here, guys. I know that I'm better looking than George, but come on. Okay, second reading. I'm saying that again so we don't lose the line that we are maintaining, okay? So, in that second reading, Paul, it's presenting how to get strength to know the resurrection that is to come. And it resides in the heart. The heart, by definition, it is in Latin cor. Have you heard that word? C-O-R, cor. Cor cordis. It is the main way of telling the heart in Latin. And that it's important so we understand that message of Paul. When you say remember, in Latin it is recor. Recor. You see, so the heart and a word that it says re. So it means that when you remember, you are able to pass again what you have experienced through your heart. That is the word to remember. So to get strength, that it is that the life, the experience that you have of Jesus, it is again passed by your heart. It is renewed in every time. Every time you know more of Jesus. Why? Think like this. Why do you come to Sunday Mass? Why do you come even to daily Mass for people doing that? Why do you read the scriptures? Why do you pray? In order to pass Jesus again through your heart, to give strength to your heart in those decisions in life, that they are according to the heart of Jesus. And that it's important. So we have knowing where we're heading, and then in the second reading, how to give strength by passing Jesus again in the experience of our hearts. With those two ideas, we are able to touch the gospel. The gospel today, they are telling to the Lord that, first of all, the Sadducees, they don't believe in the resurrection. So the people that are asking that to the Lord, they already want to hear an answer that says that there is no resurrection. Instead of that, instead of the Lord saying to them, oh, you're so extremely wrong, horrible people. No, he goes with tenderness. He goes with love, explaining to them. So they bring the example. 7 brothers, 1 woman. The first one marries the woman, he dies. No child. So in that law it says, the next brother, please give descendants. So marry that woman. It is a law that is very weird, by the way, right? Who would marry the woman of the brother and the brother and the brother and the brother, right? Like, it doesn't seem fair for us, especially because we get married by love. We get married by knowing that is the person for me to go back to God. That is the reason why we get married, okay. But in that law, they present that example to the Lord. And they imagine what it's going to be the resurrection. So this is one of the Gospels that it presents what are we going to do in eternal life? How are we going to be in eternal life? So they were thinking, who is going to be the husband up there? They are forgetting the mission of marriage. What is the mission of marriage? I will help you to go to heaven, back to God. And you will help me back with holiness, with advices, with good example to go back to God. But the marriage ends until death sets you apart. So the Lord is telling, in heaven, you don't have any more need of being married. And maybe people will say, but I love my wife to the extreme. I want to be married still up there. Well, you haven't seen God face to face. Who created your wife? She that is so nice and so beautiful, don't you think that the Creator is more? It's more. So when you see Him face to face, you will no have more needs of love and sharing between us. No, it will be dedicated to our wonderful Father in heaven. So the Lord is telling, back in heaven, you will be like the angels. You will not experience death anymore. You will be everlasting, and life will be a relationship with God, and in a powerful love how God intended from the beginning. So what can I say for the end of these three readings, my friends? We are in pilgrimage. We call it like that, right? We say that life, it's a pilgrimage. Who stays in the place where you are doing the pilgrimage? You go to Europe, pilgrimage, and then in the day number 9 or 10, you are already dreaming of heading back to your bed. Yes or no? To your things, right? So you want the pilgrimage to finish so that you're able to go back to your place. Life, it's like a pilgrimage where home is heaven. You see? And this life, yes, very nice, very beautiful, but it is a place that we are passing by. And you know that death, it marks that. Today I'm here, tomorrow maybe I won't, right? But I'm doing that circle, heading back to God. And that is the desire of the pilgrimage. Sweet Lord, that we go back to your presence, to your love, to the place that we are supposed to be. Amen.